Aloha and welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Representative Corinne Ching, and I have the great joy, privilege, and I guess I just will say I'm just so proud to represent the Liliha Nu'uanu area and to be part of a team effort to help realize the potential of this jewel of Hawaii. And we all know that this particular community, this area, this home to so many, which was, by the way, it was nominated as the first ever National Heritage Area here in Hawaii. And we're grateful that we can celebrate today the opening of a very special exhibit here at City Hall, which is the product of a team effort between the Department of Housing, Urban and Development. We have also the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, represented by Mr. Craig Nolte here. Representing HUD is Ramona Mullahey. So this is a great exhibit because what it did is this exhibit addressed important problems or challenges, we might add, that are presented not just in our district, but throughout the state of Hawaii. But perhaps this project, this district, can serve as a model for many others in the state of Hawaii to address important concerns such as health, safety, and in essence, vitality. So I wanted to welcome all of you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and spend time with us today at this special event. You residents, and business owners, and community leaders who understand this vision through the eyes of the University of Hawaii School of Architecture Urban Design Studio that they have put together with their expertise, their talent, and their love for Liliha. The display will show 3 student-led teams which worked on the issue of wellness, the theme of wellness, centralized areas of activity, streetscapes that promote health and wellness. We will add that we know there is a challenge before us because Hawaii is beset with diabetes. It's a problem that we have to address, and we have to be clear about it, and we have to be honest about it. But these are proven ways to address that issue. The second team and the second issue that was presented was the historic, to restore Liliha's charm, its appeal as a historic town that holds the history of not only the founding fathers of Hawaii and the ali'i, the stewards of this beautiful place, their homes, their sites, their burial grounds, but also the fresh and new waves of immigrants, the Ellis Island, if you will, the place where each and every new wave of immigrant brought their special mana'o, their special talents to make what we know as Hawaii's melting pot, the envy of many, many places. And the third one was somewhat of an obvious, but perhaps not, a gathering place, because we know that ever since some of the transformations of the area in the 1950s sort of cut it off a little bit from itself, the gathering place. We wanted to create a place that's an anchor of the community life for residents and visitors. Visitors to our district might gather and interact and enjoy the company of each other. So the mission was to make Liliha the next beautiful tourist destination based on its unique, authentic, historic charm in order to preserve those places we hold dear, yet to preserve its heritage, the heritage really only Liliha can offer in many cases, to promote the health and wellness in the community. And we've created, through the vision of these architectural students, a walkable, livable environment with restoration of older buildings, cleaned up parks and schools, a farmer's market with the help of local organizations, and civic engagement with possible concerts in the park. Doesn't that sound like the kind of place you want to live? Sure. A place to live and a place to thrive. And with that, we'd like to please ask Ramona to please come on up, and we'd like to thank you for all your hard work. Ramona.
I really want to also thank the partners that we've had, which is the School of Architecture and Clark Llewellyn. I think Dean Llewellyn has been very supportive of working in the community in regards to the resources that he have, which is really the wonderful students. And I really want to thank Elizabeth de Jong, who represents all of the teams and the School of Architecture for being here, because I think that they did a fabulous job, so I want to thank her again. You know, it's projects like these that really help to support the idea that collaboration, especially in these fiscal times, is really the key, that we need to optimize and maximize our resources, and the way we do it is really being able to work together to share the resources that we already have, to be able to help communities clarify their vision and start the conversations that they need to have in regards to being able to address future issues. And I think that Liliha is a sterling example of something like that. I mean, I think Corinne's leadership has been very important. And, you know, hopefully what the students have come up with will give voice to the community at large in regards to what they see as happening and how they would envision the future growth of their community. You know, it's this type of collaboration, and the second point I want to make is place-based. As you know, the administration is really focused on place-based planning and investments based on place-based. And it's coming from the perspective that it's the local people that really have a clear idea of what they want, and that the federal funds and the monies that we have really goes to support the emerging of these ideas as they blossom in the community. And so I really want to thank you all for being here to see what the students have offered in terms of some of the visions that have been shared with them. And I want to recognize that all of us succeed as we work together in regards to the future of our island and our state. And I am very thrilled to have been able to make these connections, and we look in the future to continuing that. And I want you to know that one of our biggest partners, of course, and I'm rolling into our next speaker, is Craig Nolte, and I'd like you to give him a big hand. Craig Nolte of the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco.
Well, thank you for inviting me to be here today. I'm really proud to work with the leadership here. I think that Representative Ching's office, University of Hawaii, and of course the Housing Urban Development has shown some really strong leadership in working with the community of Liliha. There's a few things that I've learned through working with revitalization initiatives around the country, and I should say around our district. And one of them is most importantly, is learning how to listen to groups, to listen to the community, to make sure that whatever strategy is put together or developed, that it comes from the community. And the community, of course, looks to the experts, looks to these architectural students for ideas, because there are experts in architecture, right? So it doesn't have to be all the ideas from the community, but we need to get that feedback from the community to make sure that whatever we do is meeting the community's needs. And the second thing I learned, and this was really in Idaho more recently, is that we need to empower the community. In Glenns Ferry, Idaho, they're working on a community initiative, and I know you can't picture Glenns Ferry, Idaho from here very well, but it's just a kind of small town along the Snake River, and there's 5 islands go across the river, and the wagon trains used to pass through Glenns Ferry to go on to Oregon. And this community over the years, though, kind of lost lost a lot of population and lost some of its industries, and so they're trying to revitalize their area. And this is a whole town. But what's exciting to see is that the people involved in that revitalization effort have gone to the senior community, they've gone to the students. We actually, I shadowed the group as they kicked a teacher out of a classroom with seniors and quizzed the seniors about what they think that should be changed in the community. And then they rolled all this up into a report and presented to the city. But beyond that, they empower the community to go ahead and start taking steps. So we have some seniors there that are rebuilding sidewalks. Some other communities that are community members that are redoing the facades on the buildings. They don't have to wait for a government grant. They saw that as something that needed to be done today and not 3 years from now. So those are two things that I learned I think that were really important. And the third thing I'd just like to say is that I want to continue working on this initiative and supporting Senator Ching's office, the University of Hawaii, and Housing Urban Development on the strategy too. So thanks again to everybody for coming, and it's great to see everybody here. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Craig, and thank you for coming and helping us. I mean, we're really, excited to see this attention and this understanding of really how we make successful communities. With that, please enjoy the refreshments we have, all the beautiful work by the students at the University of Hawaii School of Architecture. Again, thank you, Ramona. Thank you so much to Craig. You really have blessed us with your presence, and we're pressing on and continuing with the vision. Okay, mahalo. Good evening.